SFL is back on the Virtual Football Network. Welcome to Week 10 of Season 25, where the Fort Worth Toros come to Vancouver to try and take down the red-hot Legion. Hello, folks. I'm Tyler Falk. Welcome along to Canada Field here in Vancouver, British Columbia. I'm alongside Rochelle Colston and Ray. Vancouver is, well, they're right back where they were last year, 5-1 through the halfway point of the regular season. This would be a massive win against them if Fort Worth were able to do it today.
And considering these teams have played 6 times in the last 3 games were won by Fort Worth.
All 6 meetings, all 6 home teams took home the victory. Good news for Fort Worth, they were the home team the last 3 times. However, now the shoes into his foot. Can Vancouver get back on the winning ways against the Toros here in Season 25? These two teams haven't played since Season 22. That's a little over a year and a half ago, dated all the way back on February 24th of last year. And so, time for kickoff. Toros in their all whites, Vancouver in their blues and whites as here we go. Opening kickoff will be returned. Up the middle, here comes Ezekiel Bear out to the right side. He's got some space on the outside. Ezekiel Bear, just the kicker to beat. Ezekiel Bear! Fireworks to begin the game as it's an opening kick return touchdown!
What a way to start a game, Tyler. You get kick the ball and you return it 100 yards. Look at that block.
And me and Justin were watching the Rutgers-Iowa game earlier, and in that game, Iowa scored the opening kickoff return touchdown, and it's Vancouver acting like a parody. Bear goes to the house, a 99-yard return for the opening score.
He basically just outran everyone. That's what he did. I mean, it was amazing.
And so just like that, it is 7-0 within the first 13 seconds of the ball game. Ezekiel Bear, his first career kick return touchdown. And now can the Toros come away with a little magic of their own? They'll get a chance to return here. This one from maybe about 2 yards back in the end zone. Henry McGee trying to bust it through the hash marks, and he's up to the 32-yard line. A very good return, a 34-yard return. And we'll see Eric Price trot onto the field for his first work of the ball game. It's been a little bit of hit and miss this season. 8 touchdowns, 9 receptions. Well, the Toros offensive line have tried to keep him as clean as possible. One of the tied for the best in the league in terms of sacks against with 6.
Yeah, their O-lines on both teams has done a great job all season.
We'll talk about who he's tied with here on the next possession. We'll give everybody at home a little bit of hint as to who that other quarterback may be. Meanwhile, tight end goes in motion. That is Robert Garrett Jr., a.k.a. the Cowboy, down the left-hand side of Eric Price. Split backfield, quick drop, looking left side, and that's in and out of the hands of Price's intended target, that being McGee. Let's take you into the locker room and introduce you to the Toros offensive starters. We already mentioned Eric Price, the quarterback. Jet Zero, J.Z. Bacon are the tailbacks with Aaron Alexander at fullback. Henry McGee, Hunter Jacobs, Nick Fritchley, and Stephen Hacker are the wideouts with Robert Garrett Jr. at tight end. And on the line, leading the line of the trenches, is Jaleel LaRue, Duke LaRue, and Emilio Panda. This one, a true run. Getting out of a tackle is Bacon for a gain of 7.
Yeah, nice run, nice opening play. I mean, pick up 7 yards, not bad.
Blocking up front, just trying to find the A-gap on the right side, did that very nicely. And now it's time as they come out in a heavy look. I formation, 1 wide receiver. It's going to try and be a long QB sneaker from 3 yards out. Usually we see that run a little bit closer, but no problem for Eric Price.
And that play surprised me even. I was like, whoa.
Only Price's 10th carry of the season. That'll take him over the 40-yard mark. Blitz coming here for the Legion defense as Price rolls. Now going to try and tuck it and run. Another run, looking for the first down and getting it, sliding out of bounds after a gain of nearly 12.
Great concentration by Price, knowing the pocket was collapsing, felt the pressure, decided to take it for himself, and did the first down.
completely catches the defense off guard. Jack Russell still trying to figure out whether or not Price is taking off. And when the coverage has everybody locked down, Price with a good head on his shoulders to make something happen. Now on the other side of midfield. Price, deep drop here. Left side across the hash marks. That's caught. Gain of 14 for number 14, McGee.
And right now, ball's pretty hot. I mean, they're moving the ball down the field at will. Great passing, great route in between the defenders.
Nice little post route, zone coverage from Vancouver. Good little window of opportunity from Price, and he took it. Now Price, middle, nothing doing. This time looking for Hacker as we introduce you to the Legion defense, trying to stop an already very good drive. Kevin Brackett, Achilles Papatonis, Chris Joseph, and Gerald Giudice are the defensive linemen, with Josh Farnsey, DJ Woods, and Marquise Reed at linebacker. Emmanuel Blackman, Michael Lister, Ron Hoff are the corners, with Jack Russell, Drew Hamilton, and Mark Lopez at safety. 2nd and 10 here for the Toros. He'll roll out near side. Price across his body, and it's broken up by Lopez, and Hamilton in the area as well.
Yeah, but Vancouver's secondary is no slouch. I mean, they have 16 interceptions on the season, so great coverage.
Leads the league in terms of takeaways. They're oh so close so far, but still the Toros keep the ball, at least for one more play. 3rd and 10 now. They're maybe inside field goal range for their rookie kicker, Sophia Peaches, who only has a career long of 38 yards. Price, left side, batted, looking for McGee, nearly intercepted again, and now it's 4th down.
Is that Hamilton, or what did I hand on it? I couldn't tell.
Well, hazard a guess, it would probably be Hamilton, and they're not in field goal range for Peaches, which means they'll have to trot out Josh Miller to punt, or they'll trot out Peaches instead to punt this one away. She does both here in her debut season. This one angled left side, good angle, looking for a happy bounce. Instead it bounces into the Vancouver painted turf for a touchback, as the Legion now will start their first offensive possession, already up by 7 from their own 20-yard line, led by one of the league's best quarterbacks here midway through the season, Christian Brown, 2nd best in yards, completion percentage, touchdowns, keeping the pigskin with his team, one of the fewest interceptions, best QBR, and also hasn't been sacked too much either. They will try and run on 1st down with Jalen Wells, one of the 2 fullbacks here for Vancouver, getting not very much. And let's introduce you to the rest of that lineup. Devin Lloyd is the true tailback, with J.W. Doyle and Jalen Wells at fullback. Nick Lockett, D'Angelo Lopez, Brett Killian, and Ezekiel Bear are the wideouts, with John Michael Sudduth at tight end. Oliver Couch, Gregory Winnell, Frank Burks, Mangalis Moody, and Zach Turner are on the line for Vancouver. JMS, the tight end, over the left-hand side. Quick drop, looking over the middle for John Michael Sudduth. That's a quick catch, and tackled by Delaney Nash after a short pickup.
And to me, that's always a dangerous play right there. But they made it work.
Got to worry about that D-line getting a hand up and knocking that ball either to the turf or potentially making it wobble and hang in the air for a linebacker to grab. So those short drops, those quick hitters, you have to be able to throw very good passes. And that was not good. Delaney Nash with the pick. And just like that, the Toros take over.
Wow, that was quick. I was excited early in this game, Tyler.
It was just man coverage there on the outside, and it looked like Brown was trying to hit the corner route instead of the out route, which Nash had covered, and just maybe too many bodies in the area. Nash comes away with the easy interception, and the Toros will start on the Vancouver 29 for their 2nd possession. 2 wideouts, 2 backs. Here for Fort Worth. They try and run with Bacon. Right side, tackled quickly by Jack Russell after 2 yards.
Yeah, Jack Russell coming from a strong safety position, making a big hit. And nice tackle.
Toros are going to have to deal with a very good run defense here in Vancouver. Just outside the top 10 only, or they are the best rush defense, only allowing 51 yards on average. Bacon trying to spin his way on the swing pass up for a couple yards. That passing attack averaging just over 200 yards a game, but in pretty much every category, Fort Worth is the best team in the league when it comes to defense. Something that they really haven't been able to say in quite some time. As here comes Papatonis! And just like that, the Greek nightmare says hello to Eric Price for the first time, knocking him maybe out of field goal range.
Oh, they're definitely out of field goal range. I haven't seen her kick anything outside of the 30-yard line all season.
This will be the longest field goal attempt.
Oh, wow.
For Sophia Peaches for a career long of 43 yards. Middle of the hashes, snap spot, kick is up, and it is good from plenty. Longest kick for Peaches, and that puts the Toros up on top with 3 points. Still down by 4. It's 7-3.
And take advantage of the interception and get points on the board. A 4-point game after that opening touchdown. It's gonna be a good game.
Indeed, we hope it remains a good game. Here comes the ever dangerous return man, Bear, who had a kick return touchdown on the first play of the game, and he nearly had broken that one free for another one. He gets up to the 31-yard line.
I was like, here we go again.
Just look at it. He gets outside, gets great blocking on that side. They come back. It looks like the return unit just swung back inside and opened that hole, but left one too many free for the Toros on that left side, which halts the return. Now here comes Christian Brown with a 4-wide receiver look. Dime package here for the Toros. Now showing zone coverage. They'll try and run Will Vancouver through the middle, maybe 3 yards for J.W. Doyle.
Yeah, last possession they were 3 and out, so something to do a little bit better this time.
And we'll get to that Toros defense here in just a moment. 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left here for Brown. Halfway through the first quarter, pitch right side. There's Lloyd. Lloyd picking up 3 yards before he's brought down. And quickly we mentioned the Toros defense. Jared Egon, Luther Gahn, Jeff Gagne, and Hendrik Callahan are the defensive linemen. Jasad Grackle-Flint and Jeff Spicoli are the linebackers, with Tobias Gordon, Adam Leach, Aiden Davis at corner, and at safety it's Ben Charbs, Ben Stone, Zion Waddles, and the man who got the turnover, the pick on the last drive, Delaney Nash. Here comes a run, right side, Doyle, no dice, it's Nash on back-to-back drives with drive-killing plays.
Wow, and that's the second 3 and out by Vancouver. They need to get their offense going.
And the punt is away here from Tuin. And we'll probably see a return here. Maybe we will. The left-hand side, McGee trying to outrun Papatonis. Papatonis gets him by his legs, and eventually McGee is finished up at the end, but a great return. We are seeing some excellent special teams play here early in the ball game.
We definitely are. Wow, he almost broke free again.
Papatonis, just great pursuit, and he knew he was the last man in the way between McGee making a house call.
That's a big man running down the field in
Absolutely.
pursuit.
Nick a look here for Vancouver on first down with the Toros showing 3 wide. They'll try and run up the middle. Bacon fighting off his own linemen and defenders to boot. It's a 7-yard gain rolling forward to pick up extra yards.
And that was all Bacon. He just kept the legs turning and kept pushing forward, pushing everybody back.
Eventually, Reed was there to get him, but Grady Jackson for the Legion defense got a hand on to slow him down. 2nd and short here for Fort Worth. Heavy split back look. They try and run the middle, and good job by Jet Zero, lowering the shoulder into Reed and picking up the first down.
Yeah, and Fort Worth has, you know, two very good power backs. They just keep running the legs, they keep moving forward.
And you have to wonder, against the league's best rushing defense, if just taking it to them and forcing the defense to play strong might wear them down just a little bit. Reed in another tackle on the 3rd consecutive play. Bacon for 5 yards.
I mean, first 2 runs were 7 yards apiece. Now we have a 5-yard run. This run game's looking promising. Vancouver needs to make some adjustments.
Formation, try it again through the middle. Reed again on a tackle, and Zero gets close to the yard line to gain. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Expect to see Bacon here.
We've seen this formation on the last few plays. Reed sniffing it out, trying to get there. Instead, it's the same old song and dance. A first down for the Toros. Aaron Alexander, the fullback.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Right now, Vancouver cannot stop the run up the middle. Already for the Toros, 53 rushing yards in the first quarter. Vancouver average allowing only 51 yards in a full game, and now that one will knock him back to 51 with a 2-yard loss as Bacon gets wrapped up behind the line.
Yeah, they decided to go to the outside, and it didn't work.
So it seems like the soft underbelly is literally the underbelly right through the middle of this Vancouver defense. We'll see if the Toros try and re-attack it instead. Price rolling deep down the middle. McGee can't hold on because Drew Hamilton blew him up.
Was that obliteration or not quite?
Close. It was close. Then again, we've been gone for about 29 days, so we'll call it an early shock to the system as the Toros come out with 4 wide, a tight end on the line up to the right. McGee in the motion now to the left, trips in that direction. Following him is the safety Jack Russell in man coverage over there. Blitz coming, pass middle, caught on the run inside the 10, and down is Stephen Hacker to the 4.
And I was about to say before the play started, look out for Stephen Hacker and where they go. And he's so fast off the line, Tyler. It's amazing to watch him get off the line. In between tight coverage, you know, and everything.
Single high safety, man coverage, and you saw Hamilton try and go for the pick. He was almost like he was falling after the ball, expecting the ball to come to him, but good touch on the throw from Price to get it to Hacker in the nick of time, and now they're just inside the 5. He's 2 for 2 on the drive, and here comes Bacon to finish it off and take the first lead for the Toros in the ball game.
What great blocking up front. I mean, he just basically just had a clear shot to the end zone. No one even touched him.
And how about this for the Toros, the running game against Vancouver's stalwart rushing defense has proven effective. Close to 100 yards of total offense in the ball game. In this first quarter, Vancouver only have 9. Extra point is up and good. Toros on top of the Legion.
This game is getting kind of exciting. Yeah, Vancouver needs to put a drive together. They've had 2 3-and-outs.
The only points coming off the opening kick touchdown. The Toros have kept the Legion defense in check. Bear will get another chance to return from just inside his 7-yard line. Through the middle, out of a few tackles, to the right side, and he is hit hard. by
It's
Willie
like a menace.
Middlebrooks at the 34-yard line.
He's
That
a
is
menace with
where-
his returns. Like he just bounces it off of defenders. It just goes to the outside.
Tough to bring down, need extra blockers out there. Everyone just collapsed around the center. And now here comes the Legion. Brown, only 2 passes, 1 completion, 1 interception. Run game really hasn't gotten going so far. Still early. Four wide. This may be a run, and it is. Right side. And not a whole lot doing there for Doyle as Ben Charbs comes up with the tackle after a gain of 2.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of shutting this run game down by Vancouver so far.
Under 30 seconds now in this first quarter. Blitz coming here for the Toros. Brown rolling out to his left, now trying to tuck it in and run. Gets hit behind and falling forward. So it will be a gain of maybe a 1-yard run for Brown, but Grackleflint is there. Give him credit for the tackle.
And Fort Worth's doing a great job of pursuing the ball. Wherever that ball is, I mean, they're just flocking to it.
And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Vancouver had the early fireworks, but it's been all Fort Worth in this first quarter. Fort Worth 10, Vancouver 7. Welcome back to Canada Field. I'm Tyler Falk. She's Rochelle Colston. Happy to have your company here on this Friday evening for some Friday night football. SFL style, week 10 of season 25. As the Vancouver Legion go back to work on 2nd and 8. Or check that 3rd and 7. Pass middle and tight coverage, but Ezekiel Bear's there. That's why he's one of the league's leading receivers.
Yeah, you have Bear, you have Killian, and you have Milwaukee. All dangerous receivers on this team.
And back to Killian and back to Bear. Both of those gentlemen are a very rare breed in this season. Both of them over 500 yards, into the top 10 in receiving yards coming into the ball game in the SFL. As this run up the middle for Jalen Wells goes for only a couple. Not a whole lot of opportunity for Vancouver early. They're averaging 400 yards offensively coming into the game, and they've only got maybe 35. Just through a quarter of play. 4-man rush. Brown has time. Great protection. And there's Killian inside the Fort Worth 30.
Great job by the O-line, Tyler. I mean, he had all day to find a receiver to finally get open.
Take a look again. They're not giving up, not allowing, especially that left edge, not allowing the edge to get off the block and get to Brown. No holding, just excellent blocking, and that allows Brown to find Killian. Coverage shifts to the inside as we'll go another run here with Wells, and Wells is taken down by Tobias Gordon after a short pickup.
And this run game is kind of tough for Vancouver tonight.
Did a good job of holding Vancouver's running offense to under 20 yards so far in the game. They'll try and run again, and Jalen Wells eaten alive by Delaney Nash and company for a loss of 3.
And Delaney Nash has put on a defensive show out there for us tonight.
Already a couple of tackles, a pick. He's been everywhere here today. They've got him lined up at the middle linebacker spot on this next play. Brown rolling, has time, looking middle, another pick! Toros are everywhere! Ben Stone, another strong safety, coming up with a pick.
I think the Toros are just putting their safeties all over the field, and they're just making great plays.
They knew they had to compete with this high-flying offense in the passing game, not just in the run game. So they take off of pounds. They go from a heavier linebacker to a few more safeties on the field that can have a little bit extra speed, and it's worked for 2 picks in the first half. Now their offense can try and do some more damage. Price, middle, Hacker, caught to the 46.
And right now, everything seems to be going Northworth's way, except for the opening drive.
He's around 4 blue jerseys.
Yes.
And still able to come away with the catch. That is your quarterback trusting you to make that catch, and that's the receiver trusting that your quarterback will find you in a sea of trees. 4-man rush from about underneath. That is caught by McGee. Spinning on the ground and hauling it in. Great catch. First one of the game.
I wasn't sure that was actually a catch at first.
Will make that McGee's second catch of the game, first of the quarter. He targeted 5 times here in the ball game so far. As long as 14, run up the middle. Bacon nowhere. Reed is there.
I think that's actually like the second time they've actually stopped the run tonight.
Very rare times, as we can already see as we get later and later in the season. It shouldn't be this cold in Vancouver, surely. Oh, heavy blitz coming. Here's Price. That is caught by McGee in contested coverage, and he is going to be out of bounds inside the 20. They might take a look at that. Looked like he stepped up before the 20.
I thought it was intercepted at first.
Very tight pass from Price. Finds McGee and just gets it in before
right there
Vancouver can get anything, before Hoff can get a hand on it. And so at the moment, at the 17-yard line is where they'll mark McGee out. And no challenge for Vancouver. So into the red zone we go. I formation here for the Toros. Blitz trying to pick it up from the outside. They guessed right. Minimal gain.
Great tackle by Ron Hoff.
Split backfield now for the Toros on 2nd down and 9. 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 5:44 to go in the half. As Price finds Hacker to the 6-yard line. Another first down. This Toros offense, might they have found something to unlock this Vancouver defense?
I mean, the coverage was right on him. It was just a great play by the quarterback, and Hacker making a great catch. He couldn't have covered any better than that.
Already over 100 yards passing for Price. Blitz coming, flip out near side to no one in particular, maybe Hacker, that just had maybe a bit more touch on it.
Every time a team gets in with, in the 5-yard line, starts passing the ball, I get really, really nervous. Your defense is just all over the place right there in the end zone.
In the area of the field that the defense has to cover is way short, so those safeties are able to make more plays on these short passes that these QBs like to throw. Price going to change up the play at the line from the 6-yard line of Vancouver. Blitz coming from the linebacker, delayed handoff, nothing doing. Gerald Judas Sussy stands up the tailback at the line of scrimmage.
The defense wasn't fooled at all on that play.
3rd and goal now here for the Toros. Price gonna look to throw, looking underneath, that's caught by Hacker. Hacker trying to roll it in, but denied at the 1 by Jack Russell.
I mean, I'm a gambling person, and I would go for the touchdown here, but I have a feeling we're going to see the field goal unit come out.
What a tackle by Russell. As here comes Peaches from 16 yards out. She'll make that. She's now made from a career long of 43 earlier, and one right near the goal line for 16. That will give the Toros a 13-7 lead. A very good showing for this Toros offense, able to get points when need to. And the crucial thing here is, Rochelle, they are keeping the ball for most of this football game. As here comes Bear, looking for another good return, looking outside. Out of one, but not out of the second tackle. He's up to the 35-yard line. Cannot keep our eyes off of him at all.
He's a very, very dangerous returner. I mean, it's amazing to watch him.
Some great blocking. He's trying to make something happen to the outside because he's been the only guy to get points for Vancouver here today. That came within the first 13 seconds. We've seen nothing from this Vancouver offense. Only 50 total offensive yards. Fort Worth showing a little bit of a few years ago, showing some previous stoutness in his Toros defense after so many seasons of being in the top 10, of being one of the better teams to look out for, especially the last 2 seasons. Struggled a little bit this season. That's why they find them below 500 at 2-3. Flip out near side. That's caught for a short gain by Doyle as he tried around the quarter on the swing pass.
Great job by Ben Sharps in coverage. Great outfield tackle.
Now it's 3rd and short. This is a position that Vancouver has not faced very much of all, and Brown having a couple sacks, and down he goes. Guess who? Delaney Nash.
He's winning my MVP of the game. He really is. He's all over the place. I mean, it's amazing.
He picked up CB4 and threw him down like a sack of potatoes. Brown's going to be feeling that in the morning.
This is the 3rd 3-and-out for Vancouver.
And to win will punt at the end of it. And here comes the return, minimal return up to the 21-yard line for Henry McGee. You're watching Simulation Football League action here on the Virtual Football Network. This week on VFN, SFL Week 10 continues tomorrow and Monday, while the UFL playoffs reach the conference semifinals Tuesday and Wednesday. Don't forget SFLM Tuesday and Thursday, as no other network gives you more football. The SFL lives on VFN. Screen right side to begin the drive here for the Toros, and Bacon trying to fight for more yards, give him 6.
I mean, 6 yards on 1st down. Can't ask for more than that. I'm a running back. And the thing about this game is, Vancouver's only been on the field like a total of 6 minutes this whole entire game.
And Price, another QB sneak tonight. And this one from a little bit further out than the first one. No problem as well.
I think he's trying to double his rushing carries during this game.
Already 16 yards on 3 carries. One of them a true scramble, the other 2 QB sneaks. Heavy blitz coming. Price has to get rid of it. Oh, it's picked off! Run off! How do you do, young fella?
The first spark in Vancouver keeps coming from their defense and their special teams. Well, he just jumped the route.
Jumped the route is an understatement. One hand taking that away from Hacker. And Vancouver set up in the best field position they've had all night at the Fort Worth 26. Prior to that pick, Price was 5 for 6 on the previous drive. Has completed 6 of his last 7. Now the first mistake of the ball game. Corner blitz coming. Brown middle, looking for Lockett, incomplete, but there's our first flag of the game. And they're gonna call pass interference on Fort Worth. First and goal for the Fort Worth 10 after the penalty.
I'll be Tavius Gordon. I don't know about that.
That's so tough. Lockett for so long in his career has always been one of the wide receivers to watch and look out for. He's always been dangerous. He's played third string to both Bear and Killian this season. But plays like that are why you still keep an eye on him. Able to make defenders make mistakes because he's that good. Pitch left side and short gain and down goes Ben Stone, who made a pick earlier. That's a blow for the Toros defense.
Well, they do have 4 safeties on their roster. Maybe I missed him though.
It'll mean Zion Waddles will have to trot in for him as we enter the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Toros with a 6-point lead, but Vancouver is just 8 yards out. Look at the Toros loading the left side of the Vancouver line. They try and blitz from there, but Vancouver go the other way. Good stiff arm looking for more, but Lloyd is pushed out of bounds just inside the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up.
He broke that one tackle, and then there was like total pursuit by Fort Worth defense. They're swarming to the ball. So you're on the 5 here. 3rd and goal.
Wide out left, that's Ezekiel Bear, Brett Killian near side, near the sideline. Lockett splitting Sudden. Blitz coming. Brown, middle, Killian is there! Touchdown, Vancouver! We are tied for the moment!
And that time, Killian just ran a route, got behind all the defenders, and Christian Brown just threw a rocket to him. Kept both feet in bounds. Great play.
For so much stagnation, 3 previous drives go 3 and out. The defense is the spark that puts Vancouver right in prime field position to pick up points, and they come away with 6 to win to try and make it 7 and take the lead back, and he does. 14-13 your score with a $1:49 left to go in the first half.
Now, if you came into the game and all you saw the stats for this game, you would think that Fort Worth was blowing them out, but they're hanging in here.
Still plenty of time left on the clock, and the Toros have all 3 timeouts. This kick, though, is going to go all the way back to the back of the end zone. McGee will take a knee, and the Toros will have 80 yards to go to try and retake the lead before heading into halftime. They do get the ball to start the second half, which will be key for the Toros. So they can do whatever they want here. They can, even if they want to, they can just drain the rest of this clock. They'll start with a run, and nowhere to go. Marquise Reed again, tackle number 8.
It appears that Vancouver's made some adjustments on defense, and they're doing better with this run defense.
Especially up the middle, which had gashed them for over 50 yards in the first quarter. Rice, middle, wide open is Hacker on a post route. Vancouver trying to send some extra pressure, and it bites him in the butt.
That time, Eric Price caught Hacker in motion. Just ran the perfect route and just, right there.
Both linebackers coming, safeties playing deep, not allowing anything behind him, so good contain, but just couldn't stop the ever-dangerous Stephen Hacker. Toros closing in on 200 offensive yards in the ball game and losing at the moment by just a point. Ooh. Bacon trying to get to the outside, and he is going to lose a yard. 51 seconds and ticking.
I thought he lost more than 1 there, but that was a generous spot.
On their own 33. If they want to move forward quickly, they got to do so now. 38 seconds. Audible at the line from Price. 32 seconds as he snaps it. Looking quick. There's McGee. Inside his own 40. There's our first timeout, as to the Toros will look to try and rethink things.
They wasted a lot of the clock to start calling timeouts now.
I wanted to run their offense. This is something we've seen the Toros do. We see a lot of running for the Toros, even in this type of situation in the first half. Just trying to control the game and keep the ball for the rest of the half. Heavy blitz coming. Price, down he goes! Say hello to Grackleflint. Kevin Brackett on the outside.
I was gonna say I thought that was Brackett, but I said maybe I'm seeing things.
He's saying hello for the middle of the field out there. That being fourth down. And we will see Peaches punt this one away. 2 seconds,
maybe.
1 second. No, they're just going to take it off the field. Give us a little bit of hope for maybe another Ezekiel Bear return, but they will get the ball back.
Now that has been crazy, kicking it off. That would have been crazy.
And so, only a 1-point lead for Vancouver here, Rochelle. Some changes to be made on both sides of the ball for both teams.
Yeah, I'm surprised, with all the Fort Worth offense. I mean, I guess they've had to kick 2 field goals themselves instead of touchdowns here. Allow Vancouver to come right back in the game. Taking the lead, actually.
For so long, and currently even, Fort Worth have just been able to execute their offense to how they've wanted to, and they've kept Vancouver in offense for bay at the moment, but a couple of critical plays, a kick off return touchdown to begin the game, and a pick setting up Vancouver in prime real estate have given them the lead. And now we'll enter into the second half here from Canada Field. I'm Tyler Falk. She's Michelle Poston. In the stats truck with us is Justin Verstein and Mark Lopez. And back at SFL headquarters is Cameron Irvine as we welcome you to more Friday Night Football here on the Virtual Football Network, SFL. Season 25, Week 10, and we are back and underway. Here we go again. Here comes McGee on the return up through the hash marks. He's going to try and plow his way forward. And he'll get up to the 28-yard line as we set it back to SFL headquarters for our first game break of the evening. Over to Cameron Irvine.
Thank you, Tyler. Pittsburgh hosting DC tonight, and that is Doug Britton with the touchdown. DC in danger of losing their second straight game since starting 6-0, and Pittsburgh hangs 27 on the Dragons in the first half, 27-14 in the third. Back to you.
Thank you, Cameron Irvine, but I'd love to know the story behind why the black and gold or black and yellow brigade is wearing green. That's a very interesting color scheme.
Gerald Smith loves to call Pittsburgh Louisiana North. They honored him tonight.
I was like, what is those colors? Like, what team is that?
Thank you, Commissioner Cameron Irvine, as Price finds Hacker over the middle for a first down on the first play of the drive.
Wow. Wasting no time. They're getting back right to their offense.
Even the hiccup on the play before the end of the half, seeming not to phase Price and company. As Price will look to throw again on second down. There is Hacker again, reaching out for it and hauling it in as they go on the other side of midfield, halfway through Vancouver, Fort Worth territory.
And Price is doing a great job finding Hacker in motion. And then, I mean, right, he's throwing the ball in front of him. He's making one-handed grabs. Make it look pretty easy.
Legion just haven't found the right coverage scheme to contain Hacker on those inside routes, though they have done a really good job of containing the outside routes with 2 interceptions on the day. Bacon gets a block. Down to the 20-yard line, a good run for J.Z. Bacon.
It's a very quick drive for Fort Worth. It's not very methodical like they usually do it.
I think it would
nice block.
I think they would have been content with 5 yards, but every once in a while they get enough to spring their dangerous tailbacks free. And Bacon, the very happy recipient on that one. Now from just outside the 20-yard line, I formation here for the Toros. They'll try and run again. This time with 0, and this time it's Marcus Reed coming up with tackle number 10.
Yeah, Reed's doing a pretty good job out there on run coverage for sure. Keep an eye on Hacker.
Backfield. 5-man rush, pass over the middle. McGee has it at the 7. Hurston goal forward. Middle of the field, the Toros are slicing and dicing this defense. Toros will trot to the line. 2 tight ends. Split backfield behind Price. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming. Wide open receiver was Hacker, but Price just put a too much zip on the football. Incomplete.
I mean, Hacker was wide open all by himself in the end zone.
A chance to take the lead. There goes awry. But it's only 2nd goal now. Try and run. Middle with Bacon. Gets a couple blocks. He's trying to push forward, but is denied. Excellent game tackle there by Vancouver. Mark Lopez holding on for dear life.
I think he picked up around 5 yards. I mean, they're in pretty good shape here. Do we see another Eric Price quarterback sneak here?
3rd and goal. He's done it a couple times tonight. Instead, they'll try and pitch. Near side, 0 untouched. Toros retake the lead.
What great blocking. I can't, you can't get enough credit to the blockers there.
And the scoring continues here in the ball game. Look at the great block by the fullback Alexander on the outside, setting the edge, letting Zero scamper through. And the Toros looking to take a 6-point lead pending this Sophia Peaches extra point. Snap, spot kick is up and it is good. And the Toros back on the board after an 8-play, 2-minute 43 drive, ending with that Jet Zero touchdown. It's no surprise, and we welcome you back to SFL on VFN as we're live again. Please support our hard-working crew by smashing the like button, subscribing, and commenting on this video. It really helps the channel out. Turn on notifications so you'll never miss a live stream, highlight, or podcast. Thanks for your support of the Virtual Football Network and the SFL. Bear with another good return up to the 32. And no, Frank Doom, your eyes are not receiving you. The Vancouver Legion were held to just about 50 yards of offense in the first half. Multiple 3-and-outs. Their only score up until the 2-minute warning was the opening kickoff return touchdown. And since then, it's been all pretty much the Toros. They've been able to execute on their offense and just now executing again. We'll see whether or not the Vancouver Legion are able to find a little bit of spark. And here we go, back on down the field with Brett Killian.
Yeah, Vancouver's just going to Mr. Reliable, Brett Killian. Great route, just got right in front of the defender. Perfect throw by Brown.
Post routes working for BK12. Still yet to get over the century mark. Here for Vancouver. I formation, 2 tight end set. 4-4 defense here from the Toros. Blocking something at tight end now on the left-hand side. Brown, flip out right side. Doyle, stiff arm, but only a yard picked up.
We had the sidelines covered that time. Good job by the defense.
Second and 9 after the quick flip out. Empty backfield here for Christian Brown. We'll look for another pass here from CB4. 4-man rush. Brown has to make a decision quickly. Out of a sack. Down the sideline. Bear is hit hard. A hefty hit by Tobias Gordon. And Aiden Davis. Incomplete.
Wow. Got rid of got broke free from the sack, and then his receiver gets killed.
Bear, who's played so well today, averaging 30+ yards a return, just couldn't get the catch this time. Round middle, and there's all reliable BK12 Brett Killian for first down.
And when you need a big play, you go to your trusty receivers. He comes in clutch.
That's a nice rollout across his body, middle of the field, right in between holes in the zone. That should bring Vancouver over 100 yards.
Yes.
Indeed it does. Thanks to our live stats, Justin Reside and Mark Lopez flip out. Doyle to the near sideline. That's another first down for Vancouver.
Look at the first downs. I mean, Fort Worth has 15. I think Vancouver just has 5 now.
Take a look again. Did he step out? We've seen this earlier in the ball game where we thought a player may have stepped out, but no challenge by either coaching staff. Happy to play on.
I think they were about losing a timeout.
The first downs, 5 only for Vancouver, 15 for the Toros. This drive's been pretty good for Vancouver. Middle, JMS to the 9. First and goal.
Welcome to the game, JMS.
Second catch of the game on just his second target. Haven't seen him since the first quarter.
It's a little bitty like short pass to him in the middle of the field.
Pitch right for Doyle, but he's gobbled up by Spicoli among 2-3 other Toro defenders.
Like I said, the Fort Worth's doing a great job of swarming the football. The defense is doing a really good job of doing that.
9 defenders in the box as they'll try and do a fullback dive with the Legion as Doyle up to about the 5-yard line. Big third down coming up for Vancouver. They need points. 3 wouldn't be a disaster. It would put them within a field goal of the Toros. They cannot squander this possession. Brown, right side, one-on-one matchup, and that's
Wow.
BK12 all day long.
Now BK12 found himself back in the end zone. The defender was right on him. Great throw by Brown. Aiden Davis went for the ball, had his hand out there, but we couldn't get the hole into the ball somehow.
And so we are tied up again at 20. To win, to make it 21-20 in favor of Vancouver. No issues, it's up and good. A tight ball game here in Canada as Vancouver take out slim 1-point lead. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the SFL is on VFN. Season 11 is underway and resumes Tuesday, September 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern with the Birmingham Hellhounds and New York Gargoyles. Thursday, September 25th, it's Philadelphia hosting San Jose and Anchorage at San Diego. See the SFL Stars of tomorrow right here on the Virtual Football Network.
Chance to Win's doing a great job of not letting Fort Worth have any returns on kickoffs.
It just shows you the development that eventually Peaches will get, but does not have the leg strength to put her defense in better positions. And McGee is wide open over the middle. Easy pitch and catch for a first down.
Yeah, I didn't see any defensive players anywhere near McGee. You can't leave somebody that wide open in the middle of the field.
Only a 4-man rush here for Vancouver, and they're playing zone coverage, and McGee just gets by Marquise Reed, who's had an excellent game, but just gets lost in his own zone, it would seem, in freeing up McGee for the first down.
Because Jack Russell's the only body I saw. He was the last line of defense back there.
Pitch near side for Bacon, out of a tackle, looking for more room to the outside, but Jack Russell who was the last man in the area on the last play, is there as one of the first to get the tackle here on first down.
A stop by Vancouver here would be huge.
Nickel defense for a two wide receiver look. We'll see if their speed works.
Oh no.
From Bryce, but here comes Brackett again. Second sack of the ball game.
Yeah, a little help from Pat Toros there. He was right there too.
My goodness, and it's a sandwich. The two
Oof.
defensive linemen, the two defensive ends who had a sack already in the game combined. And now they force a 3rd and long out of the Toros.
Now Brackett's got some speed. He used to be a linebacker.
Pass middle, open, Hacker to midfield. A gain of 17.
And a first down.
Let's take a look again. They're playing man coverage, and Hacker it's not really a rub route, but the defenders run into themselves. Lopez trying to cover, but he can't get around his own teammates. That frees up Hacker for the first down as the drive continues as we are about to hit the 2-minute mark in the 3rd quarter.
I think what happened there, Garrett was in the same area, and then Hacker kind of like the pick off of Garrett.
Bacon to the outside, and he's dragged down by Russell after a gain of 4. Offset eye here on second down. They try and pitch right side with 0 taken down. Will be 2 yards shy. Toros coming into this 3rd down. They're 6 of 10. And going back to that last 3rd down conversion, they're 3 of 4 on 3rd and long scenarios. So this one, we can see pretty much everything. QD sneak, run, pass, play looks wide open now here for the Fort Worth Toros. They'll try a run left side with Bacon. Easy as you'd like. 3-yard pickup, first down.
This is more the typical Fort Worth offense I'm used to seeing. It's more methodical. It makes some plays. They like to run the ball. And the longer you can keep Vancouver's offense off the field, the better off you are.
Bacon with 53 yards rushing. Vancouver only averaged 51 yards on the ground against an entire team through a game. And right now, the Toros are stampeding over Vancouver's rushing defense.
Even though they're on 1 point down.
Final seconds of the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 3, pitch left side, Bacon. This time Reed is there for a 2-yard loss, as that should take us to the end of the quarter. Maybe one more play here on 3rd and 5. Indeed, they do snap it. Blitz coming. Bryce rolling across his body out of Blackman's hands, and he can't come away with the interception. We have 1 second remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
That was a very, very dangerous pass.
And we did see Peaches hit from 43, a new career long earlier, but the Toros this time will crowd out the punting unit with Peaches, and she's going to try and pin Vancouver inside their own 20. Bear with the return, though, gets it outside the 20. The 24-yard line, not willing to take the original yardage as we hit the 4th quarter here in Canada. 21-20, Legion with a slim lead here on the Virtual Football Network. Welcome back to Canada Field here in Canada. Vancouver Legion up by 1, 21-20. Here to start the 4th quarter over the Fort Worth Toros. Pitch nearly blown up, but Doyle is able to hang on and get back to the line of scrimmage. Good tackle from Charbs, as we still have yet to see Ben Stone return after injury late on in the 2nd quarter.
Nope, I haven't seen him on the field either. Three
wide here for the Legion, and they'll try and run near side. Oh, what a hit! And then continuing down the sideline is Jalen Wells. Good night, sweet prince to that defender.
It's official. He obliterated that defender.
Pow to Delaney Nash.
And that's not easy to do, to knock Delaney Nash down.
Nash was laid a couple of big hits on a few members of the Legion today and has a pick. That's one he's going to remember getting up from. Pitch left side. Lloyd cuts it back inside, a gain of 6 as the Legions try and milk this clock. They only have a slim lead. The offense has been hit and miss today, but they've picked up steam here in the second half.
They definitely have.
9 defenders in the box, pitching it left side to Doyle, and Doyle gonna get back to the line of scrimmage. No further. Adam Leach is there. Third and 4 for Vancouver. 4 of 9 today. Pressure coming. Brown, pass is tipped. Incomplete. Grackleflint, the right 55. Deflects it, and it's 4th down.
Wow. So both teams' defenses are definitely tightened up in the second half.
To win, to punt this one away. And we'll see a return here for McGee. No, he'll call for a fair catch, hauling it in at the 14-yard line. And that is where the Toros will start their next possession. Tomorrow, a SFL 4-pack of games gets started with Red Hot Houston at Florida, plus Oklahoma City takes on Queen City. Albuquerque takes on Lexington, and Detroit visits Bossier City. Coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. The SFL lives on the Virtual Football Network. Five-man rush. Pass. Middle to Hacker. Incomplete. Flag flies in. What's this call on? Pass interference. And it's on Vancouver. Give the Toros a first down.
32. Ron Hoff
gets tagged on Hacker, just impeding a little bit. You saw that little move. Squaring his hips back up at the line of scrimmage and slowing down, impeding the route. That's as cut and dry as mostly we'll see here in the SFL. Some could be a bit more ticky-tacky than others, but that one was pretty good. Pretty good call by the referees there. I formation here for the Toros on the 26-yard line. They'll try and run. Middle, Bacon, nothing doing. First time we've seen Josh Farnsey today. He comes up with a TFL.
You never know.
Split backfield after the loss of 1 on first down. Another blitz coming, flip on right side. McGee trying to turn the corner. He's got Lopez for company, who ushers him out of bounds 2 yards shy of the line to gain.
Now you have 3rd and 2. Your playbook is wide open here. Your quarterback's neat. You can run up the middle.
Just wonder if that was maybe a screen trying to go out there instead of a pass to McGee, but Price finding the E instead. Good gain all said. Now it is 3rd and 2. I formation here for the Toros. Another QB sneak, and it's not. Oh, it's the football, and Vancouver recovers. 3rd time's the charm for Marquise Reed.
Wow.
Let's take a look at this one. Sliding down, remember in the SFL, QBs are not protected while doing that. And it looked like from that angle, he was not down before the ball came out. It is a true fumble. Vancouver set up for only the 2nd time today in Fort Worth territory.
It's massive.
JMS in motion, no response from the Toros defense. We've seen a lot of runs out of this 4-wide set. Indeed, we do again. Left side, Wells dragging 2 defenders with him for 2, maybe 3 yards.
Deion Waddles finally brings him down from his free safety spot.
For the Toros, they're not out of this yet. They could hold Vancouver to a field goal, and it still would be a touchdown to take the lead. But they would hopefully, they nearly broke up the pitch again. Instead, Lloyd's out of a tackle and stretching forward for the first down. Oh, Vancouver have gotten lucky twice.
What? I don't think I do that again this game. Oof.
1st and 10. Clock continues to roll into the 6-minute mark. From the Fort Worth 28, handoff middle. That's a decent gain from Doyle, as it's 33 on 23. Crime Charbs into the tackle.
Man, Doyle coming down at you is a big body fullback. That's playing in that back position.
As things stand, the Vancouver Legion will win a game where they have not had the most yards in the game, almost half as less as the Toros, and Christian Brown trying to sneak it through, but is not as successful as Price.
Delaney Nash was right there.
7th tackle of the game. 3rd and 3. Toros need this stop. Vancouver only 4 of 10 on 3rd down. Brown with a 5-man rush pass, middle off of the foot of Delaney Nash. Toros will force a field goal attempt out, a chance to win.
Like I said, Delaney Nash is just doing it, getting it done with his hands, his feet, doesn't matter.
Toros are locking up the Vancouver offense when they get closer and closer to Pater to win from 37 from the right hash. Snap spot for his 200th made field goal of his career. Only the 10th kicker in SFL history to do it.
Congratulations. It's the win.
And it's a 4-point lead for Vancouver after the 200th made field goal and chance to win his career. And for so long, I keep referring to it, Ray, and you will know the history of Vancouver. They have not had a kicker for so long. But when Chance to Win came into this franchise, he helped them win football games. Congratulations on number 200.
He actually started off in LA as a punter.
And then moved up to the division rivals, Vancouver, after how many seasons with LA, Ray? One.
He wanted to be a kicker.
Flip out right side, and that one is caught by Hunter Jacobs for a 1-yard gain. Farnsey there in on the stop.
I'm not sure what the... Well...
High formation now here for the Toros run. Middle, short gain. And Marquise Reed, we've said his name so many times. There's already all-star nominations for him here in chat here today. He's played very well. 4 wide here for the Toros. They gotta go 7 yards. They gotta go past the 30. Price rolling over the middle, and Hacker in double coverage. Down the numbers to the 44.
Hacker's made some unbelievable catches and some very, very heavy coverage tonight.
Look at this. He's staring down the numbers, and Blackman can't get over in time. Or excuse me, that's Knight who's trying to come over. He just isn't as quick as some of his counterparts. Where is Blackman? Blackman, there we go. Pitch out right side, 0 for maybe a yard. Reed again.
I like how both works. She's fixing in their run plays, even though they're not working as well as they were in the beginning of the game.
4 minutes and counting now left in regulation. Blitz coming. Price, middle. That is caught. Flag on the play. Hacker inside the 40. But here's the call.
Pass interference.
Pass interference. It was a completed catch, but they'll tack on more yards. Instead, they'll take the yards with the catch. Credit to Hacker. First down at the 39 of Vancouver.
I think every pass Hacker has caught has been contested.
Does such a good job of those. 163 yards. Try and run. Middle with Bacon for 4 as Reed with another wrap-up tackle.
Esport was trying to melt the clock down to 0, be the last team to have the ball.
That would be a very smart decision because Vancouver's offense, all they need to do is get to field goal range to tie up the game if that happens. So you don't want to give the Legion too much time to operate. Pitch near side. 0 with room on the outside. Reed trying to chase him down. 0 out of bounds after picking up the first down yards. Look at the total amount of yards for Fort Worth. You'd almost lose every single bet if you were to look at that and say that the team that has the most yards is losing.
I know. That's what I was saying. You look at the stats of this game, it's unbelievable.
From the Vancouver 27. First down and 10. 3 wide. Price with a 4-man rush. Looking near side. That's caught by McGee in contested coverage. Again picking the ball off of Ronhoff's back plate.
I mean, Vancouver's defensive secondary has been on the receivers all night long. I mean, they're draping them. And somehow, the receivers are catching the ball.
Look how much that Price is trying targeted the middle, which has left the outsides a little bit more open here on this drive. Vancouver not expecting it. McGee, the slot receiver, over to the right-hand side now. We're trying to run. Bacon picks up 4.
And the clock's just ticking away.
Getting closer and closer to the 2-minute warning, 34 seconds and counting. Toros 11 yards out from Pater.
It's definitely 4-down territory for him, too.
Pitch, blocking the outside for now. Bacon out of 1, and Reed's there with the saving tackle. Third and 5, 9 seconds from the 2-minute warning. They might take this all the way down.
I would.
Man in motion, they can't get the play out. It'll be 3rd and 5 with 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Here in week 10, can the Toros take the lead or will Vancouver hold?
On the edge of my seat, Tyler.
You better have not changed the tab. Better not have changed the channel. Price over the middle, incomplete. Reed deflects it away. 4th down for the Toros.
This is more like 4th and ball game, I would think.
They're going to attempt a field goal.
What? Oh my gosh.
With Sophia Peaches to bring it to within a 1-score game. Snap, spot, kick is up. It is good. Now, any form of points for the Toros will get them the win. But now they're going to kick the onside kick, or they're going to trust their defense. What would you do, Rochelle?
I trust my defense. They've been, clutch, pretty clutch. Oh, they're not. Oh, man.
Onside kick attempt from Peaches. It is going to be an illegal kick. We'll do it again.
Yep.
Onside kick did not travel 10 yards. Number 3.
So Peaches will tee it up and do it again. The Kick from their own 25-yard line.
Ugh.
Fort Worth need a bounce. It is not going to go their way. The return by Strong up to the 32. They do have all 3 timeouts, though.
But you have Vancouver already in field goal range.
A different mindset from the Fort Worth Toros coaching staff. Equals Vancouver ball with a 1-point lead. We're right back to where we were just a few minutes ago.
If I was Vancouver, I would not put the ball in the air at all.
Well within to Wynn's field goal range.
Definitely.
Pitch near side. And look,
Oh, no!
the ball! The Toros recover! Oh
This is
my
insane.
Lanta!
This is insane.
They don't have to waste a timeout. What a hit from Aiden Davis!
And all they need here is a field goal to win the game.
And you can't blame Vancouver. They're running the football. They're trying to kill the clock, but an opportune Aiden Davis forces the 3rd turnover of the game for the Toros, and that pass incomplete and looking for the fullback Aaron Alexander.
That play kind of surprised me.
Any points gives the Toros the win. We have seen Sophia Peaches hit from her career along a 43. I wonder how far they'll trust her, which means that at the moment the Toros need to go to at least the 25-yard line of Vancouver. Pass near side, looking for Robert Garrett Jr. Incomplete, Hoffman coverage, 3rd down.
I'd look for a hacker here.
Empty backfield, Price under center. 4 receivers and a tight end all up.
A hacker motion.
They flood that right-hand side of the field. 4 seconds to go on the play clock. Price backing up, looking for something. Hit hard! Daryl Giudice turns him inside out.
Wow.
And it's 4th down and 15.
Look at that big man move.
They gotta go, clock will run. 4th and long. Toros are 3 of 4 on 3rd and longs, but this is 4th and long. They gotta have it. Price to throw, off his back foot. McGee can't hold in. Turnover on downs. Hoff saves the game for Vancouver with 1:03 to go, but the Toros still have 3 timeouts left.
Wow. I'm talking about getting crazy at the end of this game.
2 massive hits have told a crazy story in this final 2 minutes of the game. Aiden Davis knocks the ball free on a pitch play to give the Toros life, but Ron Hoff denies a 4th down opportunity to keep momentum back with Vancouver. 1st and 10. They'll try the pitch play again. And here comes Doyle. No gain, 1st timeout for the Toros. All Vancouver needs is a 1st down.
Vancouver's in field goal range already, though. Even if they can't, they'll force Fort Worth to score a touchdown and win. Well, something crazy happens here too.
Hand off middle, good blocking. Lloyd upended near the 20-yard line. 2nd time out by the Toros. Lloyd will remain in the backfield. He fumbled just a minute ago. Who do the Legion trust to pick up this 1st down? Who makes the play to stop him? Pitch outside. Lloyd out of the tackle. First down. Vancouver survive Fort Worth.
Man.
Nearly outgained. Almost double the amount of yards for their opponents. Half the amount of yards for their own offense. And they're still gonna win. Under 200 yards total offense, but Vancouver find a way with a tenacious defense and Ezekiel Bear's opening score on the opening kickoff.
And that's been the difference in this whole entire game.
Vancouver will match their best ever start from season 18. Starting the season 6-1. And the trend remains, Rochelle. Home teams in this matchup find a way to win. 7th meeting, 7th home team, 4th win of the series for Vancouver. And they pick up win number 6. A valiant effort for the Toros, but it's too little, too late. Partner, we had an excellent game here today here in Canada. Your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is, if it wasn't for Ezekiel Bear and an opening touchdown drive, Fort Worth would have won this game. So, actually, my player of the game is Ezekiel Bear.
I'm going to have to give it to Marquise Reed, who came up with a tremendous amount of tackles here today. A total of 14 solo, 2 assisted tackles from what we've got here. We got 18 total tackles and 2 assisted officially here from Marquise Reed. A phenomenal performance for the Legion linebacker as the Legion take home the victory 24-23. We have more SFL action coming up right here on VFN. Don't go anywhere. For all of us, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.